Hello, this is Matt with Damaged Goods on Little Raleigh Radio, and I'm at the Hopscotch Music Festival in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I'm here with a band called Death Wish, and they are playing at Slim's with Warm Bodies and Das Strip and Bangs, and they're coming all the way from Melbourne, Australia. I was wondering if the band could introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Jensen.
And what do you play?
Play the guitar.
I'm Lee and I play the bass guitar.
I'm Sarah, guitar, singing too.
And Daniel, drums.
And how long has Death Wish been a band for?
Too long.
Too long, right?
10 years.
10 years? Wow.
11 years.
How did you celebrate the 10-year anniversary?
We didn't talk about it.
It's like getting older, like you don't want to think about it?
I don't mind getting older. I'm cool with it.
And I think last time I saw you, you played at a place in Raleigh called The Union with Straight Arrows and Paint Fumes. Do you remember that show?
Yeah, I remember it really well. Helen, our driver, ended up out the roof of the car dancing to Chris Brown after the show.
Why didn't you make that into a music video?
We didn't have iPhones back then.
Right. I know. I think that was that even pre-Bandcamp days? Like, I think I heard the songs on MySpace, maybe? I don't know.
It was pre-internet.
Yeah, it seems prehistoric now, comparatively.
The car was actually Red Flintstone's car.
Right, which brings me to my next question. How did everyone in Death Wish meet each other?
I met Daniel as a young pup back in 2000, walking around with a Rage Against the Machine t-shirt. Met Sarah at a place called Pony, which is a club they should have burned to the fucking ground. And Lee, we met him in Brisbane.
What's wrong with the Pony?
It is, look, it's one of the 7 gates to hell.
Is that it? Is that one, is that one anywhere near the Tote?
No, it was in the city. It's been sold. It's something else now. But the Tote's in Collingwood.
The Tote's a very important club in Melbourne.
Yeah, it's a good place. Yeah.
Do you ever play any shows with the band Terry from Melbourne?
Yeah, me and Daniel are actually in the band with a different band with Al from Terry.
What band is that?
Well, plenty.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I interviewed Terry on Skype recently, so
Yeah, right.
good times.
Yeah, cool.
And the paper mache Terry.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
Yeah, when we met, Jensen saw my old band play. This is Sarah speaking, by the way. And he said, I really like your stage presence, but your music sucks.
What band was that?
And that doesn't matter.
You don't want to say?
And I wasn't offended. I was like, yeah, let's start a band.
Yeah, when I met Jensen, I was playing in a hardcore band and we kind of hit it off, I guess. The next time they came up, I think I was picking them up from the Gabba after his football club lost badly to the Brisbane Lions. And I queued up Roy Orbison's Love Hurts, and Jensen sang it perfectly, emotively, beautifully. As soon as we pulled up to the house where they were playing, the final note rung out, and it was very poignant.
Do you have a recording of this?
I wish. Like we said, pre-iPhones.
That reminds me of when Johnny Rotten auditioned for the Sex Pistols, and they had him mime to I'm 18 by Alice Cooper.
That's a cool story.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
What are some of the coolest bands in the Melbourne area?
I like Terry. Very good.
I really like Parsnip and Laura Jean.
Parsnip's amazing. Dumb Cop.
Oh yeah, I love that song. Yeah, the 7-inch is awesome.
So what is the deal with Melbourne and Australia? It just seems like there's so many bands. It seems like a very thriving scene, and I don't know what it is about Australia. Weird, good music.
There's shitloads of live venues. There's just shitload of venues, which makes a massive difference, I think. Since for starters.
Amazing Grace.
So, Sarah, I wanted to ask you about the song on your new album, FFS. Is there a story behind that song?
Yes.
Yeah, it's about tantric sex.
Oh, it is. So it's kind of a short song, though. It's a short song about tantric sex. It's very ironic.
It's got our own version.
That's his life with me.
It seems very angry, so but I guess tantric sex could be angry, theoretically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Johnny.
Yeah. So your new album, it's called Lithium Zion, and that's on Sub Pop Records, great label out of Seattle. Have you been to the Sub Pop store in the Seattle airport yet?
Yes, we have. We also went to the main office of the label and kind of walked around slowly, waiting to be offered heaps of free records.
Did you meet Mark Arm from Mudhoney?
No.
I think because he works in the warehouse now, doesn't he?
Yeah, I believe so.
So, how did you actually originally get hooked up with Sub Pop?
Well, back in the MySpace days, Dean said we got a message, and then they got in touch with us, and we come up with our first tour was really primitive sort of early tour with not much money, and I think he come to one of our shows where we played with like 2 guitars through 1 amp, and it was Funhouse. It was a shocker, but he got into it, and then next thing you know, we're just riding high.
So who came up with the name Death Wish? Whose idea was that?
It's the dumbest thing we could think of at the time.
Does Death Wish ever do cover songs live?
Yeah, we've done a few.
We did a Wire song last night.
Yeah.
Oh, which Wire song?
Used to.
Nice.
And we did Trifford's Wide Open Road for our launch in Melbourne. And we actually had our Montfort guest on guitar from Terry.
Sorry, which song was that?
Trifford's Wide Open Road.
And has anyone ever covered a Death Wish song?
About it. They're way too hard.
Their chords are too complicated.
Do you still play any of the old songs live still?
I started it. A few, yeah. We just started to.
Did you watch the gig?
I did, but maybe the people at home. What about Elementary School? Do you ever play that song?
I forgot about that one.
No,
It's a great song.
Our old bass player Nick was really like it's a Nick song, so yeah, it wouldn't feel right playing it.
Maybe you could do like a instrumental music version of it.
Yeah.
Is everyone in Death Wish in other bands currently?
I play bass in a band called Nightclub. And I've quit my solo project, Moon Rituals, twice, but I'm going to bring it back.
I also had to ask you about Vegemite. I've had a hard time getting into Vegemite. What is the perfect way to eat Vegemite?
I think you got to be careful not to put too much on.
Unless you're massive.
Plenty of butter, and just a light spread.
You can also combine it with avocado and tomato. I put Tabasco on Vegemite.
You read about it in our cookbook.
Okay. And I noticed that they have Vegemite smoothies now.
Really?
In Australia. So
There's a lot of sick bastards in the world.
That sounds disgusting.
I saw this on the Vegemite Instagram page.
I love
You should
Vegemite.
unfollow it.
And I also noticed that a lot of Australians don't eat peanut butter and jelly. Is that true?
Yeah.
But it's called jam.
Right. So it's like
That's totally what you're suggesting is ludicrous.
because that would be Jello, right?
Jello.
Yeah, like I remember for years wanting to try this
Peanut butter and
this
jelly.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I didn't know what was in it. So when I found out it was just jam, I made it straight away.
How did you like it?
I was a bit disappointed.
You just weren't into it.
No, I wasn't into it. But I do really like having banana in toast with sugar on that. That's
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
just, if you're interested.
What is the favorite road stop restaurant of Death Wish?
Iron Skillet.
Have you had iron skillet?
Long time ago. They have the good steaks, right?
I don't know what it is.
What state were we in? Was it in Alabama? Like,
No, it was in the live free or die state. Which one's that?
live free or die?
Texas? I don't know.
Pennsylvania.
I don't.
Yeah. Anyway.
We could take some advice actually. I'm struggling to find what to eat so far.
On the road.
Yeah, don't know yet. What would you say?
I would probably avoid Waffle House.
Yeah.
We worked that out.
Yeah.
We went to a... Sorry, Sarah.
You go. It's all about the Waffle House.
We went to a Waffle House in Bethlehem.
Oh, how was that?
There was no like gas pipes or anything, just a fiery pit of hell straight up to the grill.
The
In our
waitress had
first
2
tour,
eyes.
we went to Denny's so much that my breast went from a B cup to a double D.
Is there a Denny's in Australia? Does it exist over there?
Yeah.
What's the popular fast food chain in Australia?
No, Chicken Treat, WA.
Is it hard to find kangaroo meat out there, or is that?
There's heaps of kangaroos. Heaps of kangaroo meat. My dog loves it.
So it's the dog's bullocks. Is that?
Dog's bollocks.
Yeah.
Isn't that a beer from Club UK?
Well, I acquired the Australian slang dictionary recently.
Oh yeah.
I learned that dog's breakfast means if it's like something's a mess. Is that right? Is that right?
You're a mess.
Well, so how many releases does Death Wish have so far?
Five albums and various sundry items.
What are the future plans for Death Wish?
Just now that we stay in the Sheraton, we might keep on going.
And finally, I wanted to ask you, I know that Danzig from the Misfits won't autograph bootlegs. So if someone had a Death Wish bootleg, would you autograph it?
No one really wants our autograph.
That hasn't happened yet?
It has. It's weird, but it has happened. Yeah, but not very much at all.
We told someone to record the show tonight.
Okay.
I'd like to hear it one day. Maybe. No.
I once urinated on a record when I was asked to sign it because I thought that was like, the right thing to do, but it didn't go down well.
And is this one on eBay right now?
I made that up.
Where can people go online if they want to hear Death Wish's music?
You'll have to talk to the computer kids here.
Online.
Surely it's
Apple Music, I guess.
Apple Music?
I don't know. Surely it's up there somewhere, right?
You can get, I think, the Sub Pop records on Apple Music, but if you want the other ones, I think Bandcamp. They're all on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Death Wish free MP3 search.
Great. Well, thanks for talking to us today on Damon's Goods.
Pleasure. Thank you.